Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coupe.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Single. Who's on 85?
First down, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Come on. You better bring it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-4. All day, just like that. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Hooked there by Nick Nelson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ultimately, that did not work out for the offense, but they have to feel pretty good about the play overall. They were so close to having that thing pop for the yardage they needed, but instead, they actually lost yardage on that one.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Young. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
15 line. 15 line. Defense, get on the field, defense. Hey, one set. Check right, 54. Hey, Haywood. Pick it up. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Jim.
Go.
They run right side with Hunt. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pull it high. Bravo.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This is out, baby. That's a baby shot. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Get alpha.
Get him. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you, boy.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's letting this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them to the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that, because they feel like they didn't protect
them. Because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 12.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Young working out of the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they... And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Out
of the gun, it's Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught by Wilson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now Young from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Young. Throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yeah, this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
60 outlaw. Watch the drop. Watch the drop. Hey, orbit. Go on, go on.
Check 24, check
24.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end.
Defense wins championship. Hey, let go.
They'll run again with Hunt. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
90, Wolf.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, LeBlanc. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's a party now. Hey, high 7.
Mike 54.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. Thomas, the intended target. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Set up, 18 Gator. 54, line 54. Hey, two.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, baby. They turn it. Get that ball.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now Joe Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fleming. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Set, ready. Go to base.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake, Young. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Young, operating from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on first down. LeBlanc, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Nick Nelson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Wahoo! 57, 57. X3, 218, chopper.
57's the mic. Rock 57. All day, every day, any day.
Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping in the cup.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Haywood.
Here's 2nd and 8. He completes it to Wilson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Leo!
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha! Mike 54! Mike 54!
Now back to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, LeBlanc. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Let's see what you get now.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Switch. Look at me. Go, go.
They'll run on 1st down. LeBlanc. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Watch twins. Watch twins. Out, 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 out.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, LeBlanc. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Rock it, rock it.
They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get
Topper.
On 3rd down, LeBlanc. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first. Down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. He'll try to run this one in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for our visitors, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole hole for the all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. They know how I drip, crush.
One. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop.
I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. With the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.